Hello and welcome to Buenos Aires. This is a city that just pulses with life. You can feel it in the rhythm of the tango, you can hear it in the echoes of its political history, and you can see it in the incredible, elegant architecture. It's a place of amazing contrasts and stories, and today we're going to dive into what makes it so unforgettable.
And really, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? At the very heart of this city is this incredible blend of old-world European grandeur and that unmistakable New World Latin American spirit. It's something you feel on every single street corner.
So, to really get a feel for this fusion, we're going to go on a little tour. We'll explore 5 neighborhoods that each tell a different part of the epic story of Buenos Aires. And our first stop? Well, it's where it all began.
We're starting here in the Plaza de Mayo. Now, this isn't just some city square. It's the actual stage where Argentina's entire history has played out. We're talking revolution, celebration, and heartbreaking protest, all right here.
I mean, just look at this timeline. It goes all the way back to the city's founding in 1580. This is where Juan Perón addressed those massive, roaring crowds in 1945. And it's where, since 1977, the mothers of the Plaza de Mayo have marched in silence, demanding to know what happened to their children. Every single stone here tells a story. And you can't miss the building that overlooks it all, the presidential palace, the Casa Rosada, which literally means the pink house. So why pink? Well, there are 2 fantastic stories. The first is all about politics, a symbolic gesture mixing the red and white colors of 2 rival political parties to create unity. The second is, well, it's a bit more practical. Back in the 19th century, it was common to mix cow's blood into paint to protect buildings from humidity. So, a symbol of unity or just a very practical paint job? The real answer is kind of part of the magic. Okay, from the plaza, let's wander just a bit south to our next stop, San Telmo. This is the oldest neighborhood in Buenos Aires, and it's the undisputed soul of the tango. You know, walking through San Telmo really does feel like you stepped back in time. You can almost hear history echoing off the cobblestones. It's got this bohemian, artistic vibe that you just can't find anywhere else. And this really captures the essence of it all. You've got these historic bars, many of them official cultural heritage sites, where artists and writers have debated for over a century. There's Plaza Dorrego at the heart of it all, famous for its Sunday antique market. But more than anything, this is where the passionate, soulful dance of the tango was born and grew up. All right, from the historic soul of San Telmo, we're heading to a place that is just an absolute explosion of color. We're going to La Boca, which means the mouth, because it's right at the mouth of the river. This port neighborhood is all about art and immigrant history. Now, to really get La Boca, you have to understand the conventillos. These were communal homes, built by Genuine immigrants in the late 19th century who arrived with next to nothing. They built their houses out of whatever they could salvage from the shipyards, scrap wood, corrugated metal sheets. So the architecture itself is a story of incredible resilience.
So how did everything get so colorful? It's actually a fantastic story. The immigrants used leftover paint from the ships, right? But they never had enough of one color to paint a whole house. The result was this random, vibrant, beautiful patchwork. Then, decades later, in the 1950s, a local artist named Benito Quinquelamochin fought to preserve this tradition, and he helped turn the famous street of Caminito into the living, breathing work of art it is today.
Okay, get ready for a total change of pace. We're leaving the working-class port and heading into the sheer opulence of Recoleta. This neighborhood is famous for its Parisian-style mansions and, of course, its incredible cemetery, which is really a city of the dead. Now just let this number sink in for a second. Over 90. That's how many tombs in this one cemetery are considered national historical monuments. That tells you everything. This isn't just a graveyard. It's a massive, open-air museum of art and history, home to some of Argentina's most powerful people.
And the stories these tombs tell, they're unbelievable. Of course you have Eva Perón, or Evita. Her body went on this bizarre, decades-long journey before it finally came to rest here, deep underground. Then there's the haunting story of Rufina Camaceras, a young woman supposedly buried alive by mistake. And the tragic tale of David Alano, a gravedigger who saved his entire life's wages to build his own beautiful tomb, and then took his own life the day it was finished.
All right, for our final stop, we're going to jump straight into the 21st century. Let's go to Puerto Madero, the newest, most modern neighborhood in the city. It's really a symbol of Buenos Aires looking confidently into the future. The transformation here is just staggering. I mean, not that long ago, this was an old, abandoned industrial port just left to decay. And now, it's been completely reborn. Those old brick warehouses are now some of the city's best restaurants, and you've got these gleaming skyscrapers lining the waterfront. It's a whole new side of the city.
And the icon of this new era has to be the Puente de la Mujer, the Woman's Bridge. It was designed by the world-famous architect Santiago Calatrava. And it's not just gorgeous to look at, it's an engineering marvel. A huge piece of the bridge actually rotates 90 degrees to let boats pass by. It's the perfect symbol for the dynamic, modern spirit of Puerto Madero.
So, from the political stage of Plaza de Mayo to the bohemian soul of San Telmo, from the vibrant colors of La Boca to the haunting legacies of Recoleta, and finally, the futuristic vision of Puerto Madero, we've really seen a city of 1,000 different stories. So the question is, which one will you remember?